Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Let's go now. Red, 38.
Throwing. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Yellow, 43. Check,
Play action this time with Love. Allen's got it over the middle. And the gain here in the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Ready?
And inside run with Jenkins. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 45. Set.
Love now. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go bootleg. Love. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here we go. Gravity Lions.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Lions had 14-1 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Man, and he hits him in stride. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Check, Matt. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Check. Cowboy 80.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
19, ready? Grab the 60, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Sloth. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily none.
Second and 9.
Here we go. 45, right, shot, cut.
Once again, Judkins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry, their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
The D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Go!
Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
18, Pioneer. Ready. Blocking, 18.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 10 block. Set.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go.
Love looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready. 50 red. 50 red. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. Right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, smash Broncos. Ready, ready.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Here's 3rd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Down. 33, yellow.
Now Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, set. 52, pull, right, 97. Hut.
On the handoff is Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is We want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Ready, ready. 50, green, set, cut. Set, cut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Again, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45, White. Chop, 17. Set.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move. Nice run. Winds up getting about 6.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Ready?
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Okay.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set. Yellow, 22. 43 rail. Ready?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 bowl game.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On the double.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther check.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Crack all 80. Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. This one is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. 19, 18, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 76.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60. Come on. Check. Cougar 19. Hurt. Panther 11. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Corral him. He fights through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come Out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Ready.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Quinshon Judkins.
26 yards.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have a good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
63 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 24, Packers 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set. 52, boom.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Black 40.
Love from the gun. That's taken in by Watson. Now inside the 25.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
62 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie us at 24.
24-24. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
60 by 6. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Nice Cowboy 80.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 79 Bronx. Touching 18.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check, hurt. Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Stephanie. 18 Cardinal.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
33.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready. Yellow. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. Complete once again to Watson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Ready?
A give. Here's Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on, set. Room 32. 10. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. 10 black. Set.
They go bootleg. Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll fight his way down around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
22 needle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 8.
Fight 60. Down. Black, 95. Cut.
Now Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
It's a gain of 2.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Jenkins.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
Set. Yellow, 22. Set.
Love will sneak it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go. 50, green. Cut.
Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers.
Savion Williams
There to make the grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
On for the extra point.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. 60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
43, ready?
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. Savion Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 37.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Complete
That's good for a gain of 6.
And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down and 4. And Love wants to shift things around. An inside run with Jenkins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Go. Hut.
On play action. Love to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
33, yellow.
To the air again, Love. And that's caught by Williams.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Red, yellow. Set, hut. Hut.
Love.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And the Lions have recovered.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Allen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd down.
Down. Red, 38. Close, 10. Check, huh?
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready. Cut.
Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's Allen. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Set. 52 blue. Ready.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
Ready. 60 red. Watch out. 62 black.
Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.